Well, so I have a little bit of a dilemma. My truck won't start. Ah, well, I think I may have some bad glow plugs or something. I don't know. Yeah, I've only had this a couple months, I guess. And I've been replacing things here and there as I've kind of been going through it. And it'd been fine. And then, when weather started turning off cooler, I noticed I was having a little tougher time starting it. So I started getting recommendation looking for, what kind of glow plug should I put in. I already replaced the glow plug relay. I think I might have to do something. I got to get it started though. I'm clear up here. How am I going to start it? So my idea is I'm going to heat up a mountain of rocks if I have to. Plenty of firewood, plenty of rocks around here. And I'm going to put them, I'm going to start stacking them. I'm going to just start stacking them underneath there. And I figure if I could raise the, get the oil warm under there, warmer, that it probably will kick right over. I hope. That's my plan. If it's not one thing, it's something else. The good thing is I have plenty of food. I have plenty of water. I have a good place to sleep. To me, this is the most comfortable sleep ever, without question, anywhere, anytime. This is it. Everything is part of our system. I basically got 4 components here. I've got a top quilt that goes on top of me. The next thing I've got in here is my beast. Now this beast right here is the 3-inch thick beast. This makes it even more comfortable. When you get in here, you feel nothing. It's like you're floating. Plus, it adds significant insulation. Now the next thing I've got here is I've got the Osni cloak. It snaps on. It's made to snap inside the poncho as a poncho liner, or snap outside the poncho as an underquilt. It's actually got about 7 different uses. Okay, and the last item is the poncho. You can see the hood down here, which we just cinch up the drawstrings on the hood, turns the hood into about a gallon-sized pocket. It's HD ripstop nylon, so it's lighter than Cordura nylon, but it's heavier. It's heavier than just regular, like parachute ripstop nylon. So it's super, super strong and very light. I don't know, worst come to worst, we'll get something done, but I want to try this and see, just for kicks, see if it'll work. Keeping this fire going. Some of the rocks down here, I can't even hardly carry them with my leather gloves. They're so hot. So I'm thinking, if I get whatever I get here, 400 or 500 pounds of rocks under there. I do have to be careful though. I don't want to get them where I melt anything or anything like that, but here we go. Boy, have I got myself in something here. But it's going to be fun if it works. You know what I mean? So I took one of my tarps. That's one of my PSTL 10x10 tarp. And I've draped it around part of the front and then back this way. Pretty well a consistent little, not very much, but consistent little breeze that blows across here, and it kept blowing all the heat out of there. So I'm wanting to contain the heat so it can rise up in the engine compartment. So there's the oil pan right up there. I got all those rocks under there. A lot of these are so hot I had to use bark in addition to my gloves to carry them. But they're putting a good bit of heat up there in that oil pan. Made a lot of difference putting that PSTL tarp up. Before I had the rocks in there, I'd hold my hand above up by the oil pan to see how much heat was reaching the oil pan. And it was like all being carried away. Now that I put that tarp up there, I put my hand up by the oil pan, I can feel the heat. I mean, it's definitely making a difference. So I think that I'm getting close. So I might put up maybe a couple more rocks kind of up there just to add to the volume of heat. And everything in here is just hot as it can be. So we got a whole heat column just rising up there into the engine block. So hopefully that will do the trick. It will make me happy. I hate when this stuff happens, but when it does happen and you're able to get out of it, it's really cool. So this fire here is about 7 feet long. It's narrow, full of burning wood. Actually small burning wood, because it's going to give off more BTUs quicker than larger logs. So that'll pump out heat to those rocks pretty quick. If I need more heat under there, I'm going to have it. I'm feeling pretty good though, that maybe in about 30 minutes I'll probably be able to start the truck, I think. Well, finally got the truck started. All those rocks and all that stuff that I did underneath there. I put all those tarps and parachutes around the sides so I could hold the heat in. I was just hoping that at some point everything would warm up enough that the thing would kick over and I could get it home and do the stuff I got to do to it. Rocks from there clear out to the front bumper that I heated up as hot as I could in the fire. Put them under there and it warmed up the oil. The oil pan was warm to the touch, and you know, the bottom part of the engine block was starting to warm. So hallelujah. So all I can really say is I did all I could do, and beyond that it was just prayer to help it all to work. And turned out. Thankful for that. I'll get packed up and get on home. So out of the 8, there's 4 of them that the tips are still intact on, and there's 4 of them that as you can see, that the tips are burned right off. But even the ones with the tips that were intact, when I checked them, they were burnt out too. So I had 0 out of 8 glow plugs working. So anyway, that's why I got into the dilemma I was in. Truck that was new to me, and I was just discovering some of the things that needed to be done on it.